This past summer, I went on a trip to Europe. For one of the weeks I was there, I went on a cruise with my cousins and my family. The first night on the ship, after dinner with my family, I went to go explore on my own. I ran into a girl talking to two boys in Spanish. They asked me, "¿Cómo estás?" and I responded with, "Bien, ¿y tú?" Then they realized that I was American, and they proceeded to tell me, "Don't worry, we know English too." That night, I met two brothers and their sister from Spain. After exchanging life stories, I realized that our lives are so different. Lois, Nano, and Sophia each know 4 languages. They go to school at 10 a.m., come home for a nap, and then go back to school. They eat differently than me, English is not their native language, and they don't know what homecoming or prom is, but that's why I like them. They proceeded to introduce me to their friend Leon from France. Before I knew it, I had made friends and bonded with people from across the world. As the cruise went on, I met Sydney from Maryland and Lisa from Florida. But most importantly, I met the people that I consider some of my closest friends. Alexa lives in Colorado and Evan lives in Florida. I still talk to both of them every day. The life I live compared to Lois and Sophia is polar opposite compared to mine. And that gets me thinking. I could be in a relation with anyone on this earth. Our lives are so different. We have nothing in common, no mutual friends, nothing. But I think that explains humans. Is it really about whom we have most in common with? Humans crave to be in relation with other humans. I've been in a hotel room with my family for over a week now. It is like being trapped in a cage with 2 parents that will not leave you alone. I want to branch out. It does not matter what ethnicity, race, religion, or background that person came from. Human nature itself bonds people. We have a desire to create relations, to find companionship. Is it scary? Is it out of our comfort zones? Yes, but why limit yourself? Why confine yourself to the bubble that you've been trapped inside your whole life? You have the option to talk to your family, the 3 girls on your sports team, and only your best friend. You have the option to never acculturate yourself, travel, and see new things. But imagine God looking down on us right now. But not just us, but every child He has ever created. The wildlife in Africa, the history in France, and the waters of Capri. God created all of this. Why would one not want to go explore all God has given us? It does not have to be across the world. I know that there are places you've never visited in Southern California because you feel like you just don't fit in. But what does that even mean? Society tells us cultures can't mix, the high and low classes don't mix, popular and unpopular have to be separated. The list of excuses goes on and on. Furthermore, there are people you and I have never talked to. It is easier to sit back and stay in your comfort zone. In a room full of strangers, everyone has their own specific story of what brought them to this moment. They have experiences that I have never been told about, and lessons that I have not yet learned. The reward of learning from another human from their past experiences is priceless, but the reward of having a new friendship is so much greater. You will surprise yourself. People create bonds so easily. Take music for an example. Music is something so special because across the globe, people can relate. The feeling of being at a concert and turning next to someone who has the same passion as you is an indescribable feeling. Art in general is a way of people can express himself or herself. It is its own language. As Martha Graham once said, dance is the hidden language of the soul of the body. Tear down those walls that you built so high and let yourself dance, sing, and essentially be free. I think that there are new opportunities, places, and people crying out for us, but never forget to lose sight of the old ones. I think Maya Angelou puts it perfectly. The thing to do, it seems to me, is to prepare yourself so you can be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Somebody who may not look like you, may not call God the same name you call God if they call God at all. I may not dance your dance or speak your language, but be a blessing to somebody. You might be exactly what someone needs, but you won't know that if you don't get out there in this world.